And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at New York. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're right about where they want to be, making some early noise here. They've definitely come out of the gate strong.
Now Golden State's starting five. Butler is the four, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Johnson is out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. And these guys are winning games by at least 11 points per game. I mean, they're beating up on teams in historic fashion.
And these guys are bringing back memories of that monumental season the 71-72 Lakers had at just over 12 points. These guys are nipping at their heel.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Fox. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
We'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Sohan, following the basket by MP. Pass to Johnson. Over Butler. Johnson's shot is off.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Here's MP. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizing.
Back from outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's MP. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 5. On the wing, Fox. Vassell outside. Sohan finds Castle. The kick out to Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Green with a screen on Castle, and it's Hield off the drive. So when it comes to the league's premier three-point specialist, Buddy Hield, RJ, is one name that quickly comes to mind.
When Hield is on the floor, his coaches and teammates want him to shoot the ball because when Buddy is dialed in, oh boy, he's dangerous. Known as a volume three-point shooter, Hield is effective both as a starter as well as coming off the bench.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Butler. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
That's just great communication. MP already reliable in that regard.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. As Jackson Davis is checked in for Golden State. Moses Moody comes in for Green. Fox from outside. The rebound by Hield.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Butler. Last game we saw him score 13. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Here's Fox. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
With the way he can stop and start, it's impossible to take that pull-up away from Fox.
Now here's Curry. 3-point lead. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Bailey misses. Warriors have gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying to make a statement.
Here's Hield. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 9 points. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Fox passes to Branham. Back to Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Now Hield. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Here's Butler. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hield. Into the lane. And Hield slams it home.
And that kind of finish has to feel good. Hield showing some power right there.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Fox. 17 points for him last game against Chicago. Fox is double. Here's Branham to end the run. Now Barnes. Jackson Davis defending. And the shot goes in.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
To the middle, where he finds Jackson Davis.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Warriors leading by 13. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC, another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Green, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Moses Moody, and it's Santos in at the 4. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Spurs. Here's Spencer. Pass to Santos. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And San Antonio has possession following the score by Golden State. Here's Asungay. Here's Barnes. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
San Antonio making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Armstrong's checked in for Golden State. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
The Spurs making a switch here. Adams checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Quentin Post is checked in for Armstrong. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's Branham. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Spurs trail by 13. Wesley with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Castle.
Nice finish.
And I have to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's MP. Rebounded by Castle. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Branham, the pass to Wesson. Barnes outside. Clock at 4. Pass to Castle. Over post. That one a little long. Warriors leading by 11. It's MP attacking. And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
So it's San Antonio now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now Castle. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Now, here's MP. After the miss from Buddy Hield. 6 to shoot. Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Sohan with the ball, guarded by Green. Outside, Fox. Shoots over Curry. San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 15. And it's Green shooting it down.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Fox from the arc. Rebound by Butler.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Green. And stolen by Vassell. Butler a screen on Vassell. And Green gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Showing he's more than just a shooter. Johnson inside.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Bailey's checked in for Stephon Castle. And the Warriors also making a change. Moses Moody, he's checked in for MP. And there's the whistle, illegal screen. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, San Antonio. They're 5 spots away.
And, well, for the Warriors, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here's Bailey. The Warriors making the shot. A pass to Fox. He gets that one. And that's now 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes. And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Vassell against Curry. Vassell kicks to Fox. Shot from free throw range. Kicks it out to Johnson. They set the screen. Vassell wide open. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Vassell's got 6.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Warriors leading by 14. Curry passes to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, Curry is one of the toughest covers in this league, especially when he's working the pick and roll.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Vassell with the drive. Another miss by Fox.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things. Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target, and bagging the rebound.
Drills it from outside. 9 points in the game so far.
That's encouraging to see. Fox knows how important it is to cash in from deep.
Here's Curry, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, looking at the Warriors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Spurs.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
They're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at NP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Buddy Hield. What's the situation there, Allie?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recovery from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks.
Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Sohan is out there with Johnson, and it's Fox in at the point. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Richard, after winning Rookie of the Year, expectations are high for Stephon Castle.
He's got great two-way potential and the work ethic to meet that potential. He showed a lot of growth just in his first season.
Sohan with the ball, guarded by Green, and the basket by Castle.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Hield against Castle. Here's Butler. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Vassell. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And how about we check the numbers for Harrison Barnes?
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Kevin?
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Hield with the bucket.
Comes right off the pick and knocks it down. Great use of the screen by Hield.
Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Castle. Vassell kicks to Johnson. Here's Castle. Connects on the foul line jumper. Castle's got 4 this quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Butler. Good work defensively by Fox.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Green, no luck. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Castle. Trains it from beyond the arc. Castle's got 11 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. To the inside, and Green with the basket on the assist by Curry.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Three-pointer, Fox. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Green with a screen on Castle. Oh, watch out, MP! Throws it down.
What a night for MP. He is in the zone, and look, that cylinder must be huge.
Spurs trail by 11. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Here's Green. Rebound by Sohan.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Hield. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
This is how active a scorer Hield is. Consistent at putting pressure on the defenders and getting calls.
One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Fox. 12 points for him. A minute 50 left in the 3rd quarter. Down low, stolen. Inside, outside for Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Now here's Green. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. That one good for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's a minute left in the 3rd. Now, here's Fox. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Here's Castle. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Curry against Fox. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
After a perfect first half in terms of ball control, the cracks have started to show. And now they're looking more and more vulnerable.
Here's Bailey. Count that one.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
To the paint. And good that time. And the Warriors lead by 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Wesley, and the Spurs scoring again.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
1 second left, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 11. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Quentin Post. Then there's Moody. Then it's MP. And it's Santos in at the 3 spot. Green. San Antonio with the rebound. Barnes down low. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Green. Jackson-Davis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Spurs trail by 13. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Bailey with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And that sends MP to the free throw line. That one on Castle. The Spurs making a switch here. Branham's checked in.
And you have to love the presence MP brings to the floor each and every night.
And here is Moody. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Castle on the wing, started by Green. Back to Barnes. Off the run, Warriors with the rebound. Post has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's MP. Here's Santos. Branham pulls it in. Spurs trail by 18. Here's Wesley. Count it. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Spurs. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Inside, and he dunks it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The Spurs shooting well. They're at 45%. Fox passes to Bailey. From 11 feet away, the kick out to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
We talk about his quickness, but De'Aaron Fox has balance. He will throw it down on you in a second.
Santos, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Branham, the pass to Fox. And stolen by MP. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Moody with it. And now by Barnes. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Vassell. Castle finds Fox. Sweet move. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 16. Here's Green. The shot from the low post is good. Green's got 9 points here in the second half.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Fox from outside. Pass to Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Buddy Hield comes in for Moses Moody. Here's Fox. Johnson outside. Spurs passing it around. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Up again. It's good on the putback. Jackson Davis has got 7 points for the quarter.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Green is checked in for the Warriors. And the Spurs with possession. Pass to Castle.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Vassell outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. And it goes down 2 points.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Butler attacking, and it's Butler with the jam.
Signature move by Butler. He's a slasher by nature, really goes hard to the cup.
He takes it in. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now Green, after Kelvin Johnson missed from long range.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Vassell. Green with the rebound. Green, the screen. The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, MP.